Good morning, Fluff. Good morning, chat. Cheers, everybody.
Morning, Colton. Oh, how are we this fine fucking day?
Oh, we're doing all right. How are you doing over there?
Yeah. All right. I gotta be a quick one today. I gotta be out of here a little bit before the 9 o'clock hour for us. So,
Okay. Sounds
but
good.
but other than that, busy day. You were telling me kids are on spring break. We were on spring break around here too. So it's been a pretty laid back around here. So,
Yeah, right on. Here, I'll show you the ironic bullshit of our spring break. Oh, let's see if I can get over here without dying. Watch out, cat.
the irony of spring is not it's not made it to Canada yet, huh? Oh God! Oh, that makes me sick. Don't do that.
That all happened yesterday.
Uh,
In like 6 inches of wet, heavy snow.
it's that super wet, heavy shit too, huh?
I shoveled one shovel width pathway from our front step to the driveway because I can't fucking shovel that snow. It'll fucking ruin me.
Right.
It'll fuck me up so bad. So yeah, that is a bunch of snow there, man.
That's like the bullshit snow too. That like even your snowblower, when you got a good one, it just kind of pisses it right out the front end of it, just flops it right out to the next aisle.
Yeah.
It's like, look, it's gonna take forever.
Yeah, there's no point. It's also gonna melt by tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah. Well, looks like you're staying at home until it melts, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You got plenty of snacky snacks at the house for this situation?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
All right. As long as you're snacked up, man, it's no big deal.
Yeah, and the in-laws are in town too, so they'll probably come and do some shit with the kids. So that'll be nice. Cheers, chat. Let's see who we got in here. Sheldon, Dr. Hooley, Artman, Todd Wilson, Caveman, Anova, Sir Hunter Lot. Good morning, everybody.
Cheers, Fat Freddy.
Cheers, Fat Freddy. Cheers, E-Muff.
What up?
Keepers, good morning. Cheers. What's everybody speaking this morning?
I got to smell the grinder. still from last night. Oh, look at that little cutie. What up, kitty?
She's getting very fat. Just put on her winter weight. Cheers, Jeffro.
Fat cats are happy cats. I think I'm either doing. I think this is the BAM 4. What I've got right now.
Nice.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to do a little salad-y this morning. We're gonna mix it up with some fucking with some we're gonna do some Ghost Walker with some of the BAM 4, and we're gonna put some dabs on top of that shit.
Outlaws Nation. Good morning. Cheers. Cheers, Galaxy. Cheers, Skunker. Cheers, Weed Nerd.
Do I have any dabs that are transferable? you know, when you get like those, like, it seems like all the dabs I have here right now are very greasy, not oily. I don't know, what would you call that? Like when you're making caramel, it's got viscosity. You know, it's not chunky.
Yeah,
it's got viscosity.
Nice.
Well, it is, except when you want to put it on top of a bowl, it makes it kind of hard.
Getting it out of the jar is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you got to get it out of the jar, off your tool. Like, it's just a big pain.
Yeah.
You want to go in the room? Go in the room. Chairs right there.
I'll use my dab mat and just kind of get a scoop on the dab mat, and then I'll pull it all up on there and make it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Little drop of it, and then you can scrape it up easier.
I picked up these. I think when it was lobster that got me turned on to these things, man. It was the hot knife.
Oh yeah, fuck, I need one of those.
Yeah, so you just scoop it up in that bad boy and just bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
But I don't know if any of my batteries are charged right now, so super unhelpful. Sit down, buddy. Come on. Sit down. Co-host looking at me like, what the fuck you doing a show without me?
Cheers,
Here he
local.
comes. Yeah, there's my guy. Hey.
Look, you got a friend, Mavis.
Look, buddy. They're both like, fuck you. Why do you humans do that to us?
Yeah. That's funny. Oh, you heat up the dab tool. Oh, interesting. Cheers,
Yeah.
Good morning.
So, like, when I do things like that, I end up, like, completely being a dipshit. And then I'll be like, oh, I got to clean my dab tool. So I'll just scrape it off with my fingers and burn the piss out of 2 lines on my fingers. No,
Nice.
you don't get to walk on the keyboard. Right? So that's why I got to use, like, that cool little dude, because I will burn myself, because sometimes I do not very smart things.
Cheers, King. That's funny. I don't know that I burned myself on my dab tools yet.
If there's heat there, I'll figure out a way to burn myself. It's just how that works, man.
Cheers, noob. Good morning. Excellent. Ash hits right off this dab tool. Yeah,
Ash
like
hits right off the
hot blade. Cheers, Clay.
Right?
That's funny.
Be a lot like hot knifing, except you just put the dab on there, fucking start heating and let it rip.
Just get your straw.
Throw that on top there. Oh, this one's kind of earwax. Oh, now it's stuck to my finger. God damn
Now
it.
it's wrecked. Now you're fucked
Now,
up.
hey, now I didn't do that. Come on, get off there. All right, now it's just stuck to the side of my bowl. It'll be fine. We'll figure that out.
Oh, I should go get my honey I made.
Honey?
My honey.
Ooh. Doesn't have any fun colors to it, does it?
Not that I made, that I infused.
I hear
the show.
Yeah. How'd that turn out?
It tastes like fucking weed, but it works. I just thought it would taste better. I thought that the honey would kind of, I thought it's so much sugar, so sweet. I thought it would cut through the flavor, but no dice. No, just can taste like
Sweet weed.
A rosin candy, like a rosin hard candy or like a shatter hard candy.
Oh yeah.
It's almost so potent that it kind of like burns your mouth a little bit. Like it kind of stings inside of your mouth a little bit.
Yeah, you get that old weed burn where the top of your mouth's all raw and shit.
Yeah. Yep. So
sometimes
it works, but I make like little peanut butter and honey buns and just eat them as fast as I can because it stinks or it tastes bad.
Yeah, we want to fucking have Loco come up here and fucking have some questions and show the grow room.
This question, yeah.
Fucking come on in, Loco.
Let me see if I can. Here, we'll go here. Invite.
Right, it's pretty easy.
Copy. Now paste it.
Oh, yeah, let me put this up here too. For anybody who's not reading, just listening. If you're interested in the pre-order Garden Club hats, Kingfisher has 35 hats ordered, and we are going to keep getting it so that they get cheaper and cheaper. So if you are interested, he is keeping pre-order open until the end of the month. So hit our Discord up and talk to him if you would like a hat or a patch.
Kingfish, what's the next price break? Is it 50 or is it 40 or does it change between there? Oh, Local's fast. That would have taken us like 10 minutes. Cheers, man. Good morning.
Cheers,
What up, dude?
50. Okay.
Here's the new grow room.
Nice, man. You fucking built it up real nice. Hey, flip that phone sideways for us.
My bad.
Woo!
There you
There
go.
we go. Very nice. Okay, so I see you're using your two outside walls. It looks like, or is that just
Yeah.
on one outside wall?
No, I got two. I got one here and one there.
Okay, not bad. How was that? Did you have that going through the winter?
No, I actually just got it up and running. It's only been up 35 days today.
35 days today. Okay, okay. So we'll
That's
get a good.
that's the mind-blowing question I got for you. Have any
What's
of you
that?
guys used butt igniter before?
I have not.
Nope.
Okay,
What's in the product though?
I switched to advanced. This is first time running advanced. First flower with it, okay? I'm in day 35 today. That's done.
Damn.
That's done. And that's done. 35 days. I just checked trichomes.
Hell, that almost seems like it would, if it's ripening, if it's helping you ripen up like that, and trichomes are going amber. It seems like you would want to lay off on that one for a little bit and let those buds swell a little more.
Actually, the bud igniter like skips the stretch stage allegedly. You only give it the first 2 weeks of flower, and it's supposed to like skip the stretch stage and go straight into flower. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
these here, this is the forest. Let me see if I can get the camera in here. This is the black forest. Fucking angled shit. I hate this mirrored shit. Pisses me off. Like chasing it.
Cheers, Dags.
All right, you see how frosty that is?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, these guys are 8 days in. Look at those.
Holy shit.
Nice.
What is the bud igniter?
The bud igniter. This, we're going to look at it together right now.
What the hell is in there? Cheers, Banana Pharma.
That's the bud igniter by Advanced. Let's see if I can turn so the light's a little better.
You got a 012. Okay.
Okay. And what's in the bud igniter is available phosphate and soluble potash. And it is 1% and 2%. Derived from kelp extract, metaphoric phosphate, potassium hydroxide. And that's it.
Huh.
Yeah, there's
That's
not a whole lot going there.
in it. Huh?
Yeah, it's like flour ingredients. That seems like all it is. So there's some fuckery going on inside of there.
Yeah, I know it's insane, but I've never had anything finish in 35 days before.
I don't know if I would cut. You might have trichomes ripening in there, but I don't see a plant that's done. You know what I mean? Like, that's hard to say.
The foliage
Today is
done.
day 35.
Yeah. I mean, even if it puts on a swell like that, which, man, those do have an impressive swell for 35 fucking days. And trichomes ripening up like that, it just seems like you still are going to want to give it some time. Like terpenes and things still have to take some time to grow and form and do all these things. So I don't know. I would still, even at that with that kind of trichomes, I think I'd still let that shit roll a normal amount of time. I do at least go to day 60 and see what happens. Because
I'm mind blown that it's already like everything's milky and already throwing amber already. Like I'm just mind blown that it's that fast.
Yeah.
And you
like this one's not. Like, this one here's not even milky yet. These are still clear. This plant's not even close, and it's had the same food line, the exact same everything. But the other three are like done.
What strains are they?
White Widow from Seed Supreme.
Okay. Huh.
They're all three different phenos of White Widow from Seed Supreme.
Interesting.
And it says on the pack 8 to 9 weeks. I don't know if they got a fast flowering strand, and maybe I got some of those.
Hit
'Cause
that with all kinds
I
of
know.
auto to get it moving.
But even
Well,
fast
here's the
flower,
thing.
go to
If you look at this one, Fluff. Tell me that don't look like an auto.
Yeah, it looks like an auto.
All
Yeah,
the leaves are three. All the leaves are three prong. I mean, so I'm
That's
thinking
it,
I got
kinda-
some trickery and got some fast flower and seeds instead of some regular feminized.
yeah.
That's what I would guess. Yeah, you have the old fast flower fucking auto hop, then you do
Cheers,
Because
Major.
you can like that looks like that's like as auto as it gets. And that thing started pre-flowered in my veg tent in like week 3.
Oh yeah, then yeah.
It was that's the only one, but it was pre-flowered in like week 3, and whenever I threw it into flower, that thing exploded, dude. Like that top's as big around as my forearm.
That's crazy.
yeah,
Like it clearly stands out there.
right. Yeah, no, the room's looking good. So did you get
That's nice at least.
yeah. Did you get all your water situation kind of figured out where you were worried about the walls and water coming in?
In this room I did, but I haven't got it fixed out here yet, as you can see.
Yeah.
But in my actual room, yeah, I got it fixed in here.
Very nice. Very
I
nice.
took some of that hydraulic cement, went all the way around the whole steel base of the room, packed it down in there, because what it was is it had shifted. It found the concrete floor had shifted because I don't know if you can see that slope right there.
Oh yeah.
That's where it was leaking. It was leaking on that back side. So I'm assuming it's like this spot had dirt on it at one point in time or something. Maybe it was the old coal room or something.
Right.
Because it's got a spot there where the wall's been busted out.
Right. Yeah, I remember that when I came over and I was we were kind of checking it out. You were telling me how you were going to lay that room out. So
yeah, I moved all the succulents. They got moved all over. I reduced them babies down to half.
Oh yeah, you did. Shit, you had 3 tables of them when I was out there last time. Yeah, if anybody wants a good old fucking succulent tour, this man's got it fucking going on right here.
Dude, look at these pearls, dude.
I told you how much I hate strings of pearls.
Dude, look at those. Look how long those are.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. That one right next to it, to the in the hanging pot. Yeah, that one. I love those things. I don't even remember what they're called. I just call them like fucking goofy tails.
Donkey tails.
Donkey tails.
Dude, I got tons of these starts if you want some.
Yeah, I may have to take you up on it next time I come out that way.
Yeah, I got tons of starts on that one. There, actually, I got a whole bowl right there of starts.
Nice.
Did you do anything fun for 420, bud?
No. Dealt with kids.
Yeah. did the whole Easter thing there.
That was about it. I got some pissed off veg plants. I sprayed them with some of that mammoth biocontrol.
Yeah.
Yeah, my plants didn't like it. It locked the shit out of them.
Interesting.
But here we got a little GMO by Dutch Passion. And then right here we got some Krishnikov by Strain Hunters.
Nice.
That is White Widow by AK-47.
Cheers, Ty.
There was the most sour male plant I've ever smelt in my life. Like, that was so sour it'd make your mouth water.
Yeah, it looks like it's really taking that hard.
Yeah, I just kind of, once I realized it was a male, that was the end of it. I'm like you, I ain't going to cut it. I'm just going to torture it.
Hey, sometimes you find the fucking gem that way.
Rubbing off on people.
And here we got some really impressive Bubba cheesecake.
Nice.
The Bubba Kush crossed with 3 different UK cheese strands. And here we got some Cinderella 99 pink grapefruit cut.
Oh, Well,
Nice.
what's the matter with Dutch Passion, General? I've had some good luck with some shit from Dutch Passion.
Dude, this GMO is gnarly, man. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's gnarly already in veg. Like, it is just gnarly.
Yeah, I think the one I tried, or the one I was sad about, was I had a Alaskan Thunderfuck from Dutch Passion that was coming up just nuts, and it ended up, fuck, what ended up happening to that thing? I don't remember, but I never got anything. Oh, I tried to breed it, and it didn't fucking take at all. It took no pollen. It gave me the big middle finger. And when the yellow dust hit it, it fucking like curled up and said, "I'm out of here." That's what happened. So,
If you're interested in any of this stuff, holler.
that right now we're definitely going back to look at some more black forest. So that's going to be the big breeding run for the next go around.
That's what I'm getting ready to do. I got those 2 in flower right now. Do you see how frosty those were, man?
Fucking right.
Like that is retarded. Like, I've grown genetics I've paid retarded amount of money for that didn't frost up like that fast.
Yeah, they do good. They do good, and it's, for me, it's that nerve pain that it hits, and some of the
That's
others,
it.
like,
Man, that's it right there. Like, I swear, dude, I don't even have to take that gabapentin whenever I got Black Forest to smoke. And otherwise, I'm taking three of them things a day, dude.
Yep, I hear you. They've got me on that whole situation too, and it definitely seems to help.
Like, it blows my mind that fucking at the literal power of cannabis, and there's still people out there that are like, "Oh no, that's not medicine."
Those are the people usually making money off of it.
As you said,
The thing is, dude, I got a buddy that's a smoker that says, "Oh no, it ain't medicine." I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, and he's a smoker a lot, like his whole life a smoker, and he totally disagrees with the fact of it becoming legal or being medicine or anything. I'm like, dude, you're just not right in the head. That's why you're smoking, bro. You've been self-medicating, just not knowing it.
All right, he's medicating through all the shit he doesn't realize. So
That's gonna be a monster. I gotta hurry and get those things in flower. They're gonna stretch like crazy.
how long do you usually veg before you throw them into the flower?
Normally, like these over here got like a 4.5 week veg on them.
Okay.
These guys are all like 4.5 weeks. Those over here, they went like 6 weeks because I was building this room.
Right.
But that's also why it's like over 6 foot tall.
Now,
I got over a 7 foot high ceiling, and that lights up as high as it'll go. And
that's how I'm rolling too.
literally like 5 inches.
Nice. Now I see a lot of like single top plants in there. Are you mostly growing from seed?
Oh, everything's from seed.
Everything's from seed. Okay.
Everything.
So you don't clone at all?
No, I only clone if it's something that's in veg and it's like just the super gnarly already in veg. I'll take a couple clones off it. But if it's not already impressing me in veg, I won't waste my time on it.
Right.
But yeah, I cloned. I took several clones off of one of those Bama lambs and reran that. And I've actually cloned this forest a couple times and reran clones off this forest a couple times already.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was going to ask if you had enough luck finding the same kind of medicine through all of the seeds, or if you kind of found that and you were like, well, no, we're keeping this cut around for a little bit.
Through every bit of it, I have found the nerve killing medicine through every seed that I've popped, and I've probably popped 25 or 30 of these seeds already. And all but maybe 5 of them are female. But yeah, nice. I've got this, man, I mean, it's consistent. It's that consistent flavor pretty much all throughout them even. Like, I mean, it's super consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
like look at these. These are 2 different seeds. And I mean, you can just see the consistency in the plant. I mean, they're almost a carbon copy of each other. You would almost think that those were a clone.
Nice. Yeah, I've definitely had good luck. Sorry, Colton. What's up, Colton?
If that's the
Yeah,
black
look at those.
bam.
I mean, those are two separate seeds, and they're almost a carbon copy. The exact same leaf structure, they got the exact same stretch, everything on them.
Yeah, those are looking very, very similar. I like
Another
that.
thing I like about the forest is that little tail leaf it gets right there in the center. The little tail it gets. Every one of those that I leave that gets that, it'll pop a bud right there.
No kidding.
Every one of them, it'll pop a note and it'll start growing a little bud there. Every forest I've grown that gets that leaf.
Oh, that's funny. I'll have to keep an eye on that when I go to do the next run.
I got another one here. There's another one right there, and then there's a couple down lower too. Every one of them will grow a node, and it'll start growing a bud off of them.
That's a neat little indicator. That is cool as shit. I'm definitely gonna have to, like that. I'm gonna have to look through those and see if I can find that.
I came in here and looked at these yesterday, dude, and I was mind blown at how frosty they are already.
How hard are you feeding? So you say you're feeding advanced nutrients right now?
I'm feeding every 3 days.
Every 3 days, and what strength are you feeding at?
Feeding 3 grams. What they recommend on because I'm using the Sensi salts.
Okay.
I'm using these Sensi salts, and it recommends 3 grams per gallon. So I'm just feeding their recommended, and I'm not having any toxicities or deficiencies. So
excellent. That's just interesting.
I did have some problems with them widows. They went through like they were like starving for CalMag. These things were, but I think it's because they just went so fast.
Yeah, because they were flipped already, probably.
Yeah, I mean they were like just instant 35 days. You know what I mean? And they did go through some CalMag deficiency. But as you can see, these here are dynamite.
Do you do a water only day in between feedings, or just feed?
I do a water, then I do a silica, and then I usually do a recharge or CalMag. Actually, I usually mix my CalMag and my silica in together because it's like main veining it right into the plant. With the silica, I use like you can literally see it the next day. You can see the difference in the silica and the CalMag.
Yeah, you see the structure of the plant. It's happier. It stands up more. It just looks a little stouter.
Yes, I usually do my CalMag with my silica, and then I do a recharge or a mammoth beat. But no, I don't generally ever give them just straight water. They're always getting juiced with something.
So I know you live in a little rural ass place like me here in where we live. Do you filter your water before you add your nutrients and things?
Dude, I got a 3-stage coming into my house, and then I got a 10-stage restructured RO water filtration system on my sink.
Okay, so yeah, you filter the living shit out of it. Because my next question,
it gets the shit stripped out of it before it goes to any of my plants or my kids.
Yeah, so that was the other question, was because if you know kind of you have the mineral, we have a ton of mineral content in our water down here, a ton of fucking mineral content, plus a lot of other things. But the thing is, if you can get away with, if your water report shows that you're clean enough and you just, you're high on minerals, you can save a lot on CalMag, right? Because 90% of the time we're rocking a lot of fucking calcium down here.
Right.
But that's why, I do the same. I strip the water because I just don't fucking trust it. And we do nothing. So, so your starting ppm's probably what, 5?
Yeah, right around there. Or no,
okay.
Actually, yeah, my ppm's is right around a 5, a 4.5 to a 5, and then my pH stays right dead at 7.
Right dead at 7. I found that mine finally, depending on temperature, fluctuates. So I'll go And I don't think it's ever low though. I think it's always like between 7.5. So
Right. I've never seen mine go over a 7.3, but I've never ever seen it drop below a 7. And then once I add my food, it literally brings it right down to like a 5.8.
Nice.
yeah,
Which is nice because then I don't have to add anything extra to pH my food.
right.
But yeah, I can't believe I just couldn't. I just the only thing I could figure, dude, is they had to screw it up and gave me some fast flour and crap. There's no way some butt igniter crap works like that.
Mm-mm. No,
There's
not
no way.
what's in that bottle.
'Cause
That's
the rest of the plants would be doing something similar too.
I mean, if that was the case, dude, like every freaking commercial place out there would be pounding that stuff and turning out plants every 30 days.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I think you're more looking at the auto side of that plant, those specific plants coming out on you.
So that's like
But
see, the old lady's the one that ordered them. I always super research anything that I ordered. She ordered them. And, well,
wow, he fucking throw his fucking old lady under the bus.
we won't be letting the wife pick out genetics anymore.
She doesn't listen. She doesn't listen to these shows, though. She's gonna smack shit out of you when she gets home. Be like, motherfucker, talk about that bullshit.
No, she's going to say it's my fault because I just brought it up and was like, here's some White Widow, pick one. And she just happened to pick the wrong one.
Well, maybe you gave her the wrong options, huh? What about that?
Well, she's been wanting to grow White Widow for a long time. I tried to order it before from Graybeard, and he sent me the wrong stuff. So it didn't happen then. So she's been on my butt about it. I don't much care for White Widow, so I was like, here, just pick some, and well, here it is. If it was up to me, the whole room would be full of either grapefruit or something along those lines. Like these. That's a grapefruit. And you can smell it. The whole room already smells like these grapefruits.
Nice.
Nice.
I like the grapefruit.
I can't wait for this to take over the room. The smell of that Black Forest and grapefruit together, dude, it might actually be pretty good.
Be an interesting smell. I mean, it'd probably just make her a little bit fucking sweeter, huh?
It'd be like some pine tree oranges.
Some pine tree oranges. Yeah. Do you get that that lemony pine stalk pop for you quite frequently?
Yeah, a lot. Almost every time it's almost always it's either straight pine or it's lemon pine. It's one or the other.
Nice.
This stuff will forever keep this stuff. If I get low on seeds, I'll be making more of them.
There you go.
And I'm getting ready to run. I want to do something with the BAM and maybe my limoncello, maybe, I'm thinking. So I'm getting ready to do a pheno hunt of some limoncello and a pheno hunt of some cantaloupe haze.
Cantaloupe haze, huh?
Yeah, it's by DNA. It's allegedly a 65-day haze.
Mm.
And that's what allegedly, and they've done multiple shows talking about this cantaloupe haze being a 65-day strain. They've been on James Loud. They've been on First Smoke of the Day and the Pizza Show. All three of those talking about this 65-day cantaloupe haze. So we're going to find out if it's true or not.
I always just end up, and I know that maybe it's just me. It's old school, or it's just that I just figure a plant needs a little time, and so I've always been on the side of I like 70 days on a plant. 70, 75, 70 to 80. You get in there, and I really find plants with structure like that I like. I find plants that just hit the needs that I like, and then the terps are just fucking crazy usually. what I find when I run that. So I'm always looking for something that runs, because when I try some of this 60, hell, you get into this 50, 55 day flower, it just doesn't feel like it has that same medicinal factor to it. You know what I mean? So I'm always looking to hit that shit a little harder. So
Now,
even when
now
go
I
ahead.
did have a buddy that got a cookie strain. I'm not sure which. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. But he lives here in town, and I've been helping him out with his stuff. And it was a fast flower from Fast Buds, and it was fire. I will not lie, it was straight fire. And it was like a 40 day or 45 day, I think that thing he cut that thing at. And it was absolute fire. No, am I going to go growing a bunch of fast flower and stuff? Absolutely not. But it was good. The yield wasn't there, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's what I had a black amnesia haze fast flower, and the frost was there. They're good buds, but yeah, the yield was not there.
That's such a good comparison. I like that.
Like this right here.
That's good.
Like this one right here, the buds are nice, and they're super sticky, but they're not super dense. They're kind of airy. Now this one here, those things are like rocks, man. Like you could put those in a slingshot and take somebody out. And both of those are like pretty well done. So they had to have gave me some fast flower and crap or something.
Hey, Clay's got a question.
One hand's kind of nice because I blow on smoke, right? But on the other hand, it screws up my whole timing process for everything else. Because I was expecting that stuff to go. I was expecting that stuff to go 6 or 8 weeks, not 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What Clay was asking, what week do you start using something like the bud igniter? Is that something you use right away? Do you use it right before you flip?
Bud igniter, you start week 1 of the way you flip the flower, and you use it through week 1 and 2.
Okay.
So Jeff Rose says,
So on these, I only used it on week 1 after seeing the results on those. I was kind of scary to use it on week 2. So these guys only got it. These guys only got it the first week, and then I was like, okay, no more of that crap.
Yeah, I don't think I'd worry about it. I think you're definitely looking something more in the genetic pool with those. It's not something that bottle did to it.
That's what I was thinking, mainly because of this thing, and it's all just. I mean, that thing just screams auto flower.
Yeah. Yeah, and something that far along, like you said, if it was pre-flower and they're in your veg, I think it was flowering there in your veg, and you were just working on it, flipping. So, you're probably more in fucking day, 50 of flower or something like that with that thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
50, 55, somewhere in there, or however long, you started really seeing those good, pre-flowers there in veg. You probably consider that was when it started flowering back there. So
I mean, you can see they got some weight on them. I mean, they're all tied up.
Yeah.
I'm just still not impressed. Very disappointing to have something finished in 35 days. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I'm not even. Like, they smell amazing. They're super sticky, but I just don't see how the quality can be there.
Right. There's just so much of the plant left inside of the plant. Yeah, that's why we try to get them to finish and finesse and things like that, so that they use up that inner energy.
And it's not just that; they're missing the last 3 weeks? 3 weeks of food where I'm supposed to be hitting them with the tasty terps and all the other stuff in that food line.
Yeah.
So they're not even going to get any of that.
I'd leave one of them at least and take it, see if it can at least get some bulk out of it.
I think I'm going to leave that one because.
Yeah, I'd leave the skinnier ones.
So I think I'm going to leave that just because the buds are kind of airy. I want to see if hopefully the calyx will thicken up and like dense up real nice or something. But it's just a hope.
And you do a flush?
Yeah, I usually do like a week flush.
Yeah. I find a lot of time I get ones that'll bulk up and get a little bit denser during the flush.
I generally feed pretty light anyway, just because I'm a cheapskate. So
I mean, it's not horror. It's not doing horribly bad considering. I mean, looking at the your veg tents could probably use a little fucking nitrogen in there. Maybe you need to fucking add up a little there. But in here, everything looks healthy.
Those literally just got their first feeding. Those guys are all just running off the nutrients in the soil still. They just got their first feeding literally yesterday. They've been running just off what's in the soil and a little bit of cow mag. I'm super excited for this forest, though. This is where these two are probably some of the best forests I've grown. So I'm really looking forward to them.
Nice.
Like with that Blue Planet. I mean, that stuff's amazing food. That stuff puts out an amazing product. But I ain't ever had nothing frost up like that early. Like, that's insanity. Like, it's all the way up to fan leaves already.
I'll be excited to see how they treat you by the end. Pictures keep sending.
I've had them frost up on the fan leaves, last 2 weeks. You see some frost coming up on the fan leaves, maybe 3 weeks. Never like week 1.5. Coming all the way up to fan leaves already.
Yeah, those things are fucking getting crazy.
You guys did some amazing work on that shit. I promise you that.
I have definitely seen some that have frosted up like that, and then just like that was it. Like all of a sudden, the frost stopped, and then they just poofed up, and it's like, hey, man, like you were a bad motherfucker. What happened to you?
Don't say that. They're listening.
Hey, they weren't mine. They weren't my girls. they was somebody else's.
Do you ever watch James Loud?
Sometimes, not very much though.
All right, go back and watch. He did an episode with Romulan genetics. I've heard you talk about Romulan.
Sure.
The guy that made that Romulan was on 24 or 2,500 milligrams of gabapentinol a day for massive amounts of nerve pain.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take any gabapentinol at all now, right?
Right.
So my idea is Black Forest by Romulan when I get it.
Yeah, give that a shot. That is one of those things why I've followed Romulan around and checked in some of his genetics and was even considering any of it, was because it is known to be really good medicine.
I'm fixing to order a bunch of it, so if you want cuts of any of it, dude, I'll let you know whenever it's in veg.
All right.
Ain't no sense in both of us spending money on the beans. You know what I'm saying?
He's got good stuff. I'm not sure if I sent the rest of I just ran his communion, which was what was that? It was
I remember you loved it. I didn't know it was Romulan, though.
Yeah, it was Grape Stomper by Romulan. It was from Romulan. It was fucking wicked. Interesting, but there wasn't the consistency behind it that I wanted. I ended up getting 4 females out of it, and I had 4 wildly different fucking females. So
see, I hate that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put seeds out there, at least make them to where they're somewhat gonna be at least maybe 2. I'm okay with 2. Give me 2 different phenos of it, and I'm happy. I don't want 6 different phenos. I don't want a pheno of everything ever crossed into that stuff.
Yeah, some of that shit you can't control, man. That's really beyond. Oh yeah, Todd, that's who got the rest of the communions. Hey, congrats. Hey, they are good fucking medicine, dude. They're wicked.
Hell yeah.
But I'll tell you what though, it's getting ready. I got to go early today, so Let's see, I got about 5 more minutes before I got to run up. We could do a fucking run through the room real quick too.
Oh yeah, Easter vacation's over, ain't it?
Let's get a dab frog up here too. We haven't had a dab frog yet.
Oh, yeah, better do that.
Lacking.
Hey, is it just me, or is it? Did we used to get like 2 weeks out of school back in the day for like spring vacation?
I only ever got one.
Was it one?
Yep.
You know what?
Maybe I'm just high.
I got a lot of ADHD. I couldn't tell you what we have.
I can swear back in the day we used to get 2 weeks out back when we were in school.
Everything felt more awesome back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. My kids got a whopping 5 days. I'm like, what are we gonna do on 5 days? It rained 3 of them.
Well, around here they had a week, and then they fucking went back to school for like 2 weeks, and then they had another week off. So
yeah, that's what we just had. That's bullshit.
Wow, dude,
Yeah.
that's bogus. My kids got out Thursday and Friday, and they were off Monday. That was it. That was their spring vacation, bro.
Mine got off Friday, and they are. Let's see here. They had Good Friday off, and they don't go back until Monday.
Yeah, my kids got Thursday, Friday, and Monday, and they ain't even had no snow days all year. Because every time they get a snow day now, they implement that e-learning crap, that virtual learning, instead of giving a snow day now.
Yeah.
bro, I want to do this shit like fucking Star Wars style. Be like, you're right. It's like the big mother shit coming through. Anyway,
What's
that's
that one?
Blue Thunder Bomb. This is all from the Ozark Nation. I think
Nice.
is what he goes by now. It is getting some nice frost to it. I would have liked it to come on a little earlier, but got some
Is
hella
he
nice.
local?
No, he's down south somewhere. I
Okay.
think. I can't recall. I think he's moved once since last time I remember. But same thing, you know, we're starting to get a little bit of that, you know, tacoing in the leaves and stuff from the strikes and things. So, you know, it's frosting up okay. It's coming along. This is day, I don't know, 42 or something like that in here. So, that's you know, the good old glory
That's
cola.
a nice cola. That would put on a nice cola.
Well, yeah, that's just it. That's an untopped small plant. So, you know, it puts its energy where it does it. But I'm very impressed by all the little side colas there on these. They're nice. So it did a great job even on all of these lowers.
That's why I don't top. Like I got a like, not bragging about my life, but I got a pretty good light. Like my lowers, like almost 4 foot down, are chunky, heavy, nice nubs. And I see like yours are too. So is it? Are you gonna quit like topping now, or are you just gonna keep
hell
topping
no.
everything down?
No, that's something. This is actually I think almost a literal first for me. Even growing outdoors, when I would grow like you know, real gorilla style, I would take a hedge trimmer to the motherfuckers. You know, we would trim the shit out of them because yeah, I just didn't like them tall. I didn't want to fucking have shit that people could see all over the place. So no, I've actually, this is a first. So the reason I top is because, I mean, there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those big ass fucking beautiful colas on there rather than that one right there, you know? So I just get more better, you know, look, there's one main on this one here, you know, well, this one's weird because it really only stretched that one up real tall. But same thing. So I like the top. That is my general go-to. It helps the plant structure for me, and it helps just get the things that I like. So But
See, in my ADHD mind, I'm changing something that the plant's going to naturally express. You get what I'm saying?
so, I mean,
By topping it, I'm changing what it would normally naturally express itself by being just it's left alone.
yeah, but you figure if we're going to play the nature argument, things are always going to be coming up, heat on these things. The wind's going to blow them and break them. So,
True story.
what you're doing is generally so much less stress than the natural environment. So, things like when this plant takes this, when we top this center right here, look how clean that thing heals. That topping, right? You can barely tell anything ever happened there, and it just shot up 2 new trunks. This plant is made to adapt like that. So
I did have to top a couple of them bands because those things were just monsters before, but it was because I absolutely had to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But on that, I just looked at the time. I have got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll wrap her up because I also just fucking sneezed and put my back out again. So,
oh no.
yeah.
Hey, well, I appreciate you guys having me up.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, local. It's good to hang, good to chat, good to see your room. It looks awesome in there.
Thank you.
But we'll get one more dab frog for the road, and then we'll close her out. I don't have the closing video loaded, so this is it. Here's you guys. Yeah, so my the Durban poison that I got from Joel Scott recovers really good too. But
one last thing I did notice is this forest stretches like a beast under far red.
I have to look into that. I've been starting to play with that one. So
I got this. I went and got that grower's that Meg Grow light. It's got red, and you can't see it on the screen.
a little LED
spectrum. It's got the built-in far red UV, all that. I've never had that stuff stretch like that. This stuff stretched like ridiculous, like foot and a half, almost 2 foot.
There you go. Next go around, turn that fucking red off for that first 2 weeks.
Absolutely, right. That's my first run with it, so that'll be turned off.
All right. So on that, man, I hope y'all have a fucking great day. We'll fucking see everybody.
Cheers, everyone.